Transforming your garden into a lush, thriving oasis starts with one fundamental element: the soil beneath your feet. No matter how much care you give your plants, if the soil isn't healthy, your garden will struggle to reach its full potential. But what if you could breathe new life into tired, unproductive soil using simple, natural methods that work in harmony with nature? Imagine turning even the most stubborn, depleted garden beds into vibrant, nutrient-rich havens where plants grow strong and flourish effortlessly. The following 3 tips will guide you step by step through easy, effective ways to rejuvenate your soil, creating the perfect foundation for a flourishing garden that will reward you with beauty and bounty season after season. Get ready to unlock the secret to healthy soil and watch your garden thrive like never before. Tip number 1. The first step to revitalizing your garden soil might take some time, but it lays a crucial foundation for healthy, thriving plants. We'll be using charcoal, which is incredibly beneficial because it creates a stable habitat for beneficial microbes, helping maintain a vibrant soil ecosystem for years to come. To begin, take some charcoal and break it into small pieces. This can be done by placing the charcoal in a sturdy bag and pounding it with a hammer or a similar tool. The smaller the pieces, the better, as this increases the surface area where microbes can settle and thrive. If you have a garden bed with soil that seems resistant to all your efforts, where plants struggle to grow no matter what you do, you're not alone. Poor soil is a common challenge for many gardeners, but there is a powerful method to transform that soil into a nutrient and microbe-rich bed within days. Once you have your crushed charcoal, it's time to activate it by packing it with beneficial microbes. For this, you'll need a 5-gallon bucket. Place the crushed charcoal pieces inside and add non-chlorinated water. Chlorine can harm the microbes, so if you have access to rainwater, that's ideal. Otherwise, any non-chlorinated water will work. The next ingredient is decomposed manure or compost, either fully or partially decomposed. Manure and compost are packed with beneficial microbes that support plant health and improve soil structure. Add a generous amount to the bucket with charcoal and water, then stir thoroughly to combine everything well. Cover the bucket loosely with a lid to allow airflow, and let the mixture sit for about 1 week. During this week, the microbes from the compost or manure will multiply, creating a rich community of beneficial organisms that treat the charcoal as their new home. This process essentially charges the charcoal, transforming it into a powerhouse of microbial life, ready to be introduced to your garden bed. After the week has passed, prepare your garden bed by loosening compacted soil with a shovel. Loose, fluffy soil promotes better root growth and air circulation, creating an ideal environment for plants to thrive. Once loosened, mix in additional amendments such as compost and bone meal. Compost adds organic matter, improving soil structure and nutrient content, while bone meal provides essential phosphorus, supporting strong root development. Work these amendments into the soil and level the bed to create a smooth surface. Now it's time to introduce the microbe-enriched charcoal mixture. Give the mixture a final stir to ensure it's well blended, then spread it evenly across your garden bed. Cover the surface so the mixture reaches as many parts of the bed as possible, allowing these microbes to work their way down into the soil. The charcoal pieces will continue to serve as a stable, long-term home for the microbes, helping your soil stay healthy and nutrient-rich over time. If you've been struggling with poor soil and want to give your plants the best start, this method is an excellent way to revitalize a struggling garden bed. Try it out, and you'll see how quickly your soil transforms from poor to powerful. Tip number 2. Healthy garden soil is the foundation of thriving plants, and to achieve this, you can enhance the soil's structure and nutrient availability with a remarkable natural addition: limestone. This step helps neutralize excess acidity, promotes better water retention, and encourages the availability of essential nutrients. Limestone improves soil texture, creating the perfect environment for roots to grow deeper and stronger. These benefits will work wonders for your garden, transforming it into a haven for healthy plants. Limestone is a natural rock containing calcium carbonate, an essential compound that balances the pH of acidic soils. By adjusting soil acidity, limestone ensures plants can absorb nutrients effectively, promoting robust growth and increasing productivity. It also improves the soil's ability to hold water and air, ensuring roots receive the right balance of moisture and oxygen. To make the best use of limestone for your garden soil, start by crushing it into a fine powder. This fine texture makes it easier to spread evenly and blend effectively with the soil. The process is simple but transformative. Begin preparing your garden bed at the end of the growing season, which is ideal because the soil will have months to absorb and benefit from the limestone during the dormant winter period. Start by removing any weeds and existing vegetation. Weeds should be discarded entirely as they can harbor pests or diseases, but keep the remaining vegetation such as stems, leaves, and other organic plant parts because they will serve a beneficial role. Once the bed is cleared of weeds, evenly sprinkle a thin layer of the crushed limestone powder over the soil surface. Make sure the coverage is uniform to help the soil reap maximum benefits. The limestone acts as a natural soil conditioner, enhancing fertility and texture while replenishing essential calcium, vital for plant cell structure and overall growth. This layer sets the foundation for a nutrient-rich and well-balanced garden bed. The leftover vegetation you set aside now comes into play. Chop the leaves, stems, and other organic material into small pieces. These pieces will be repurposed as a protective and nutrient-rich layer for the soil. Spread this organic matter evenly on top of the limestone layer, creating a mulch-like covering that will decompose over time, adding even more nutrients to the soil. Once the layers are in place, lightly mix the topmost layer of soil to blend the limestone and organic material slightly. This step helps integrate the limestone and vegetation into the soil surface, allowing decomposition and nutrient release to occur more efficiently. After this, let nature take over. Leave the bed undisturbed for at least 3 to 4 weeks to allow the limestone and organic layer to work their magic. During this time, the limestone will continue balancing soil pH and the organic matter will break down, enriching the soil with essential nutrients and improving its structure. By preparing your garden bed at the end of the growing season, you're setting the stage for success in the upcoming spring. Over the winter, the soil will absorb the benefits of the limestone and organic matter, becoming healthier, more fertile, and better structured. When it's time to plant again, your soil will be primed to support vigorous growth, leading to lush, productive plants. The effort you invest now will reward you with a flourishing garden that thrives from the ground up. Tip number 3. If your soil lacks nutrients, one of the best ways to improve its quality is by using natural, organic methods to enrich it. Instead of relying on chemical fertilizers, you can turn to simple, time-tested practices that work with nature to boost soil fertility. These materials gradually break down, releasing essential nutrients into the soil, while also improving its texture, moisture retention, and ability to support beneficial microbes. Burying fish heads in garden beds is one such natural technique. This method has been used for centuries to enrich soil, making it more fertile and promoting healthy plant growth. To get started, you'll need some fish heads. You can ask your local fishmonger for discarded fish heads or use the heads from fish you've prepared at home. Once you have your fish heads, choose the spots where you'd like to bury them. This can be done for individual plants or across a larger garden bed, depending on your needs. It's best to use this technique before planting new crops, as it allows the nutrients to be absorbed by the soil and become available to the roots of young plants. To bury the fish heads, dig a hole or trench in the chosen spot. Place the fish head at the bottom of the hole or trench. If you're working with a larger area, it's fine to use multiple fish heads spaced evenly apart. After placing the fish head in the hole, cover it with soil. Make sure there is a good amount of soil covering it so it remains well buried. Next, add a thick layer of decomposed manure or compost on top of the covered area. This step boosts nutrient content even more and improves soil structure. The decomposed manure or compost acts as a natural mulch, helping to retain moisture in the soil and providing a steady release of additional nutrients over time. It also encourages the growth of beneficial soil microbes that break down organic matter and convert it into forms plants can use. As the fish head decomposes, it releases nutrients into the surrounding soil, feeding your plants naturally. This process can take a few weeks to several months, depending on soil conditions and temperature. Warmer weather speeds up decomposition, while colder weather slows it down. For best results, plant your crops after a few weeks have passed, allowing some nutrients to integrate into the soil. If you've already planted, don't worry. The roots will still reach the nutrients as the fish breaks down. Burying fish heads is a simple, effective way to enrich your garden soil without resorting to chemical fertilizers. It recycles organic waste, makes your soil healthier, and helps your plants grow strong and productive. With just a few steps, you can transform your garden into a nutrient-rich environment that supports vibrant, thriving plants. If you enjoyed learning about these tips, consider subscribing to our channel, liking the video, and sharing it with fellow gardeners. There are many more tutorials, tips, and natural fertilizers waiting for you on our channel. So stay tuned for more ways to nurture your garden naturally